All right, everybody. Thank you for joining today for our United Goalkeeping Alliance coaches conversation. Today, we're going to focus on UGK benefits. We're going to speak to the benefits around the club, or the individual goalkeeper, and obviously the coaches. I want to make sure everyone understands exactly what it is you have access to. I'm also going to walk you through the website and kind of show you exactly where on the website your benefits are located and everything that comes with it. So let's first start, if we could, regarding our coaches memberships. You see everything here on the screen. The WhatsApp chat that should be edited should be over 150 members. That's growing every day. And truthfully, there you're going to find collaborative efforts, business opportunities, recruiting opportunities from collegiate looking at goalkeepers' videos, as well as an academy owner pushing videos to college coaches. You'll also see information there for curriculum support, lesson plan support. It's a 24/7 text group that's active. And I describe it as goalkeeping nerd talk. And it's everything you need around goalkeeping. So for me, that's one of the main benefits, is that 24/7 support with goalkeepers around the world, goalkeeper coaches around the world. When I speak to my goalkeepers and I ask them why they're doing this, one of the things they say to me is they want to get into the collegiate level. They want to play at the collegiate level. And I can proudly say that the UGKA, we have close to 70 coaches within the United Goalkeeping Alliance that are part of the collegiate game. And for those that aren't, a lot of those have experience in the collegiate game and ties to the collegiate game. So for us, and for selfishly for me, I appreciate that connection to the college game, as many of the goalkeepers that I train, that's their end game. That's their end goal in working towards that. We want to obviously coach as many people as possible. So whether those are goalkeepers, whether those are clubs, parents, and obviously with us goalkeeper coaches, we obviously want to work with everyone to make sure that their educational needs are being met. And that's one thing that we're doing here with the likes of UGKA coaches conversations once a month. We're having parent educational sessions once a month. And for regarding the parents, I'm in Western PA. It's pretty hard to find a goalkeeper that's a second generation goalkeeper. It's almost impossible, to be honest with you. It's very rare. So what I mean by that is parents do not really understand the ins and outs of how to support their goalkeeper. So we do that on a monthly basis with a lot of our free videos, and we have access to all of those past free videos in our YouTube station, on our YouTube channel. Anything that you guys do on social media, anything that you post, anything you want recognition for, any equipment sales, any camps or clinics that are coming up. You're going to host your own Goalie Wars tournament, main accomplishments by your club and academy. We will post and share all content. Like, we want to be a provider of information to the goalkeeping community for everything that you guys do. So please tag us with anything and everything on our X handle, our Instagram handle, our Facebook handle, and obviously LinkedIn as well. LinkedIn's starting to grow more and more from a coaching perspective. Obviously, you guys have the opportunities to coach on a weekly basis with our educational sessions. And not only do we want you to coach, we want you to promote your stuff. So you're in front of these goalkeepers. Can you promote your equipment sales? Can you promote your academies, clubs, anything that you would like, as you have a stage in front of these goalkeepers? I'm going to come back and end with the commission piece, but I'm going to hit on the last two real quickly. The curriculum and lesson plan support, that's there 24/7 with our WhatsApp chat. But in addition to that, I know many mentors within the UGKA who help and provide that service to support curriculum and lesson plan support. Anytime any coach needs that, that's relatively just a quick text message in our WhatsApp chat, and that support can be provided. Lastly is on-field clinics. We're currently hosting goalkeeper showcases around the country to allow our goalkeepers to shine live in front of scouts in goalkeeping situations. They've been very well received, and we expect those to grow more and more. So any support we can get from college coaches and UGKA coaches to help host those is greatly appreciated. We're also hosting this year will be our fifth residential camp. And those are our two on-field clinics. And I do know that those are going to grow as time continues. Back to the commission piece. To me, that is the reason we put in these commissions is because we want goalkeeper coaches to stay in business. And I mean that. With COVID, I personally know of many of my goalkeeping coaching friends who are no longer coaches as a result of COVID and had to find new jobs and new ways to create income. And the commission rates here with the UGKA are 50%, 50 on everything. So if you bring in a club, and we'll talk about the club membership benefits in a moment, the cost for that is $1,600. The commission is $800 for the coach. And again, we want to set up an income pipeline for all of you. The goalkeeper commission rate is also 50%. For goalkeepers to join, it's $200 for the year or $125 for a 6-month membership. So the commission rates on those is $100 for an individual goalkeeper and $62.50 for a 6-month membership for an individual goalkeeper. There are no commissions on referring coaches in. If anyone ever has questions on those commissions, please let me know. We pay those out monthly, and I actually really enjoy paying those out because, again, it's a win-win-win opportunity. The new member is benefiting, the coach is benefiting with the commission rates, and the UGKA is benefiting based on new business or new clients or new goalkeepers or coaches joining the UGKA. Any questions, guys? Just feel free to type in the WhatsApp chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep on rolling. Club benefits. I'm just going to go from upper left down to bottom right, diagonal through the page. Essentially, the UGKA is based on goalkeeping education. And it's not just your technical and your tactical understanding. We also focus on your leadership and your social skills, which, in my opinion, I call that a non-negotiable. I also believe that those leadership skills are not taught at the club level. I feel that coaches coach the technical and the tactical components down the other end of the field with just goalkeepers and not in the team setting. I believe that we need to speak to how to communicate. We need to speak to how to stay connected with your back line, how to sniff something out tactically that the other team might be doing and communicating that to your team. The leadership skills are endless when it comes to the goalkeeping position. We definitely stress and teach that aspect or element of development quite often. The other two are the physical growth. We grow differently, and we need to use different body parts as the other positions on the field. And the other piece is the psychological balance that's needed. And that is becoming, in my opinion, one of the more important topics within the club community. I believe sooner or later you're going to, and you are seeing it in certain clubs, you're going to see mental performance coaches within the club itself and supporting, whether it's team, mental performance, and working together, whether it's individual. I just believe that to be the next big thing within the club game. We also speak to and work with all of the coaches, the goalkeeper coaches within that club. I should have stated earlier, all goalkeepers within the club are or become members with that $1,600 purchase. So we work with clubs to bring in all of their goalkeepers so they can reap the benefits of what you're seeing on this slide right now. All coaches, all goalkeeper coaches within the club are also or do become members of the UGKA as well from a coaching perspective, everything we just saw on the previous slide. So the entire club becomes a member when when that membership takes place. We also offer competitive advantages regarding mentorships, curriculum support with the club, lesson plan support within the club, college recruiting connections for that club to the collegiate game, and mentorships, as I mentioned, for the goalkeepers within that club. These, what I call, are the additional nice to have that I believe clubs also need support with. Curriculums and lesson plans. Some clubs need support with that based on the goalkeeper coaching and directors that they have in place, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that. We're just here to support you with that and help you build proper curriculum and adapt to or bring in a goalkeeping culture. And the college connections to me is very, very important. And I feel a lot of clubs sometimes can fall down on that because there is so much to do. I mean, that's the thing. It's not anyone's fault. It's just there's so much to do from a goalkeeper coaching perspective. Sometimes you're kind of on your own island, and you're going to need supplemental resources. You're going to need help, and that's what we do here with the UGKA. Last piece, bottom right corner, is regarding our educational sessions. These educational sessions take place 3 times a month on goalkeeping specific items. I work with coaches to host and put these seminars or these educational sessions on. And as I mentioned, we work with the 5 elements development in regards to goalkeeping specific issues. Coaches who coach these are basically our 150 plus goalkeeper coaches within the UGKA. And they range in experience from the highest levels. They played in the Premier League, they played in the Champions League, down to they're a graduate assistant. They just graduated college and are just starting their journey. We want and are going to invite a diverse level of goalkeeper coaches in there because our basis is we want everyone to get to their next level. And from a goalkeeper coach's perspective, everyone has a different level, whether it's getting from a GA to a full-time assistant position, or whether it's you're a professional coach and you're hosting a camp or you're hosting a clinic or you're selling equipment. We want to support everyone's growth in that capacity, and the clubs benefit from that. We have a lot of offers and a lot of things that we can put out there individually from our coaching perspective that benefits the clubs as an entity, whether that's discounted equipment, discounted gloves, camps, clinics, etc. Those many opportunities prevail for, or are available, excuse me, for the clubs to participate in. We also host parental workshops, as I mentioned before. Once a month, we speak to goalkeeping topics that parents can now help, or we can help the parents support their goalkeeper. Past topics have included goalkeeping equipment. They don't know what to buy. They don't know the difference between a performance glove and a glove that's durable. We speak to how to deal with the car ride home. We speak to some of our future ones going to come around communication and supporting their goalkeepers with valid communication within the game so they know exactly how to speak to and help their goalkeepers. Questions, comments, again, just type them into the chat function, guys. I'm just going to continue moving forward. And keep in mind, again, the commission on that is $800 for that $1,600 membership. One thing I'm going to show you at the end too that is a part of everyone's membership is that all of these recordings or all the educational sessions are recorded. We've over 200 hours of content available to all members, coaches, parents, goalkeepers, clubs, etc. So again, we'll get into more detail on that in a moment. Here's your individual goalkeeper benefits list. It's pretty identical to what we just saw with the exclusion of the last bullet in all 3 of those topics. We removed the I think it was curriculum support as goalkeepers are still playing, and some of the other things in there. But the main forum for goalkeepers comes around the educational component. The basis to the UGKA is we're going to educate goalkeepers on goalkeeping specific activities, goalkeeping specific topics, because it's hard as a club to hit on all this if you don't have the staff, if you don't have the resources. So can we support you with this type of education? And we have all of our recordings, as I mentioned, recorded in addition to the live ones that occur every Sunday. I like introducing this to coaches and clubs so they can do a little bit of a self-analysis on their own club and academy. And I just ask them, where do you fit? Where are you on this scale of 1 through 10? And here's how I'll break it down for results. If you're in red, you absolutely do not offer a goalkeeping culture or anything that resembles a goalkeeping culture, and that you control. Yellow are also the things that the club or the academy can control. These are on-field events. These are basically going from an all-inclusive session to more specific training sessions based on age, skill level, sex, and also match observation and feedback is included as well. Again, these are all things that the coaches and the clubs can do. In green, 8, 9, and 10, this is really where the UGKA comes in. These are the supplemental resources that a lot of clubs don't invest in, neither because they don't have the resources, the time, the money, whatever that might be. However, these are all of the supplemental resources that the United Goalkeeping Alliance can support you, your coaching staff, your goalkeepers, and your club with. So whether that's classroom educational sessions, whether that's mentorships, support with individual development plans, connections with college, the mental support We have it all. And that's the beauty of this. I feel a lot of clubs, coaches just don't know what's typically can be offered. So as a result of not knowing, they just stick to what they do. But I feel once the Pandora's box is open and they start to figure out what can potentially impact their club and their goalkeeping culture, all of a sudden eyes are opened and it's more, ooh, I want to learn about that. I want to learn more about how to, bang, 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 bang. And that's what we're here for. We know it's very difficult to run your goalkeeping academy and run your goalkeeping um, department within your club. And we're here just to supply those additional resources needed to take your club and your goalkeepers and your coaches to their next level. I'm just going to switch from what we're viewing to a website. But in the meantime, are there any questions or is everyone okay? And again, I'm just looking at the chat function as I'm doing this and noticing that there are no questions. So I'm just going to continue on unless I see something in there. All right, guys, here's our webpage. And essentially what I want to do is I'm going to just assume that everyone understands or has checked out the toolbar that has our affiliation, that has what we're a part of, how to join, etc. I'm not going to go over the basics there. But what I am going to go over is in the upper right corner when you log in, you're going to see your name. And when you click that down arrow next to your name, you're going to have essentially 6 options. We're only going to worry about the top 2. My bookings is just the past historical record of what you've booked. Your wallet is similar to the bookings, but it just shows more finance, whereas the bookings are the specific topics on what you registered for. Your account has all of your personal information in there. So I'll click on 13 and older, just to click one of the two, 12 and under and 13 and older. I must share with you, they're both very similar, almost exactly the same. The only thing that's going to differ in there is the specific content. Oh, that's not good. The specific content that meaning the recordings for the 12 and under versus the recordings for the, all right, give me 1 second, everybody. I want to start that over again because it's not registering for some reason. Keep it dealing with me. Let's see. Something's going on here. Questions, guys, comments, anything at all while I'm bringing up our web page? Oh boy. I'm having an error bugging into our website. That's not good. All righty. One more time here. All right, guys, for some reason I cannot log into our website. The website's under construction. I don't know what's going on. I've talked to our IT folk. However, with that said, what I do want to just speak to then regarding our website, there's over 200 hours of content in our website. And that's built from January of 2021 right up until current day. Everything's goalkeeping related. There are 2 search engines. One that is around the 5 elements development. So if you want to search for topics on the physical development of a goalkeeper, you can click on that search engine option, and everything that we've done in the past that has to do with your physical development will appear. Same thing with the other 4 elements development, tactical information, your technical information, and I mentioned your physical growth, also the psychological balance and the leadership skills. We have 2 search engines. The second search engine is around 23 different goalkeeping topics, ranging from crossing, one-on-one, college recruiting, um, anything that you could think of. We have 23 goalkeeping topics there. And if you click on one, let's say you click on crosses, and you click crosses, anything that we've done regarding crossing will be brought up. So we're helping you find the specific topics that you want to learn about and click on and view. You can also cross-reference both of those search engines. So if I wanted to do the psychological balance regarding crossing, I can click on those 2 options in the search engines, and then they'll cross-reference both of those, and then it will be everything that's crossing that has to deal with the psychological balance of a goalkeeper. So it'll really refine your search where you bring up just a few, maybe 2 or 3 of the of the topics simply based on your search criteria that you've input. To me, That is one of the biggest benefits for everybody is the library and the resources that we have regarding past presentations. As I mentioned, there's over 200 hours of content. And with that, everything or anything you could think of regarding goalkeeping education is present. With our future curriculums, we're going to be getting much more in detail and down to the next level. And that includes the younger kids too, because they have been learning and they have been at a very good pace understanding the things that we have been presenting. So we're going to start to bring their information even down to the next level as well and get a little bit more in detail with them. Questions, comments? For the most part, that's a good overview of all of our benefits, whether you are a coach, whether you are a club, or whether you are a goalkeeper. Um, we want to help all three of those clienteles, including parents. You can put parents in there too. Any suggestions that you may have regarding our benefits, or if there's anything we could do to enhance the memberships, we want to do that. We're always taking in ideas. We're always talking to people as to what we could do to make this a better product to support goalkeeping growth, whether you're a club, parent, coach, or goalkeeper. Guys, just want to say thank you for your time today. Appreciate you attending and learning about your UGKA benefits. If you have any questions or concerns, or if you'd like to learn more about something in particular, you can reach out to me anytime. Guys, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time. Have a great day.